All right. Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday. I'm so happy to just be sharing with you this evening something amazing. Um, if you haven't taken the time, say hello to everybody around you. Hi, hi, hi. And I just want to say thank you to my pops. He's actually behind the camera. He's helping out to seeing if the technical setup is going to work because you see, I am the creator of this handle here, Papichino Mexico, Entertain Me. And what it is just me working to create a pathway for you all to um, get an understanding of where my life is from before to now, and then using art, music, and then different people that I get to, learn from. So stay tuned. This is working well. I get to create a unique way of having church with you all without walls. So, Grant Cardone is a billionaire. And what he shared with me when I read the book is that you stupid if you're not using YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, anything that's free in order for you to make it to the top and be number one. Good job. Good job. Um, I know it's different. And as my team is looking at my other handle, my Live Well 369 Media, the church has asked and different people who've prayed over certain things. And if you don't have that kind of support group, I really would encourage you to um, think about where you're at in this season in life. Because I know it's hard. It's always hard when you don't have money, you don't have job, if you struggle with addiction, it could be anything. But can I tell you a secret? The secret is, and it happens. But that's me personally. That's my relationship. Everyone else has a different relationship. You can go to church, you can go to the fashion show, you can go, and tonight, everybody who's having an amazing time, I really hope you have a really, really, really amazing time. Is that different? Like, I don't want to look at the Instagram. I don't want to look at social media. I don't want to be like worrying what other people are doing and looking over my shoulder. I'm testing things real close, real perfectly, and then seeing if we can improve. And if I could improve, then always I can make my family proud. And it's interesting. My family is here, my family is out there. All you 111 subscribers, thank you. Say only 14 people are needed to gather consistently. And legally, we're a church. And we can write, nonprofit, we can do these mission statements, everything that, whatever you feel not working. Sounds like it's working. Hold tight. I got to go check. There's two people watching. I like it. Good job. Let's take a 2-minute break. I'll be right back. Oh, that's amazing. It is really amazing. Stop saying that. Hey, get this live out there. What do you mean? Oh, no, no, I don't want the service. Oh, shit. Cancel. No shit. Well, if you can kind of get a sense of what's happening right now, I'm having so much fun with the technology and really applying this principle that I've had to really apply because, trying to do things without a big budget or zero budget when you're working in media, you got to find creative ways to monetize and be different, right? But also, I want to stand out. I want to stand so bright that I'm utilizing this blank sheet to see if I can go ahead and convert it into some art, some form of sponsorship, some form of, curiosity to drive people to keep coming and checking me out. I know that others may not be as familiar to who I am today. And then it's like, I'm going to do my best. And I know I got it in me to share with you authentically who I am, what I'm about. And as a creator and the founder of Papicino Mexico Entertainment, it really was something I took away when I was trying to figure out like, where do you go in life after you have accomplished all those things? And so, there's people who still desire that, wife or family or everything else. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I think what's going on in this season today, even with the attempt on the president, right? Some are saying, yeah, some are saying, what the hell? It's pretty crazy at time. It doesn't seem all too correct, just the way that we're even supporting or not supporting what's going on. I'm gonna pause there because it's always a slippery slope when we start going into the things of that nature of politics. But in this given season where I feel like everything, y'all, is up for grabs, right? From how you show up to an event, your intentions, when people start, like the good book says, that's called gossiping, y'all. And if you don't have facts, it's really character defamation. And when you start finding these other people and other characters start coming into your circle, you got to kind of wonder, is it safe today as it was back then? And I feel like I understand more and more the celebrity Church of Scientology, and I'm so grateful for meeting someone like Rob Filios who grew up in that community, just like was dipped in the Protestant, Presbyterian, non-denominational Christian church. And so it can be confusing, but what I really appreciate was their emphasis on support and tone. Support and being aware of all the vampires, the energy vampires, and literally they're vampires. There's organizations who support that culture. It's wild, but there is a sense of frequency that you or we or I or anybody, right, has to really take a step back and wonder, how do we navigate and share our art, as well as not confuse those individuals who may think like, oh, you're just talking to yourself. But really, I've created a platform as I worked hard, and I appreciate the friend who supported me. If you're not following Abe Gabe, please go ahead and do so. Abe Gabe, Abe Gabe, Abe Gabe. Um, He quickly, as I got to know him, helped me move, my numbers because of the body of work, and his brand is out there, y'all. So as I'm working on these things to really elevate my own creativity and apply my leadership, right, to becoming who it is I want in this season, first, my own personal self, to see you are able to transform, and also to be able to ask, those that, used to walk with me are coming around. And then the curiosity might be a little bit more enticing, right, today. But I will warn you that the activity and the projects that I'm really now called in this season, not to be afraid, but to really just speak to the truth of the matter. And things get easier and easier as they come. Um, I would be remiss if I didn't say thank you to the brothers over at Blaze Utopia. San Jacinto is their first location. Fun fact, they were the first legal dispensary or cannabis, club that existed out there. And that's pretty cool. And I love that I have built a connection with the one of the founders, Shadi, because he has such a love for the flower, the art, and also about good vibes. Now I take that frequency because I have allowed myself in this past season, when I reflect, to be in so much public light. I now have to just call upon all my good energy back to me and send back those that, need the love and peace and encouragement in their own spirit. May they find it. It was hard for me to say that. That's new, and it's aloha. And however truth or love comes through, people may come into your life and out of your life and attract through the past trauma that are still in works, or maybe, stuck in whatever purgatory might be. And that's why maybe we keep reliving, saying things over and over again. And if it's love, I encourage it. If it sounds like it's putting someone down, it's negative. It's not love. But it's a different form of love. It's a different form of love. Because if that, constant nagging, the constant, it's like it helps people who have come from all different levels. Um, it's interesting how I've come back to the city I have grown up in, and the gossip rumors of where I've been, and it cracks me up. I feel like I'm in high school all over again, but now with this more intuitive and experienced eye, right? Some of you say the third eye. I um have probably misplaced my own personal goals when I was a child. I believe I told my mother very young I wanted to be an entertainer, an actor, actually. I mean, it was crazy some of the things that my younger brother and I used to do. But today I love the fact that, as I'm older in the season and I'm reminded, you're almost more than half a century old, son. I said, I know, sir. And I love and I want to say thank you to God. I don't know why, but I'm just going to receive it because I know I desire comfort in a way that allows the riches that people seem to believe will cure everything. And I've seen things that make me wonder, yeah, is that true? And with that truth, there's areas in this world I want to dominate it, whether it's in art, fashion, marketing, media, public relations, behind the scenes connections. These deals that I've helped create, you Italians have the concierge role. I would love that, but without all the violence and things of that nature, even though that is a reality. But just like the chief officer of this country, who has to understand you're always going to be put in front of harm's way as you have made the call to hire or fire your leadership board. And if they're not as smart as you, then you're gonna end up getting hurt. And that's the thing where I'm testing now these people because, man, when you need things done and they don't get done, and you kind of start seeing it's okay, man. The rhythm of like progress is changing. If you can't keep up, you know, it's gonna change. I am gonna take a step back now and then check to seeing how everything works out. But if you like what it is, I feel like I just took off my wig from one of my sister, you know, networks show. But I could use a sponsor for hair. I'm pushing some of the real cool, very unique. There's gonna be different opportunities for you all to engage with me and myself to engage with you. And why is that cool? Because I'm always looking for things or a creative way to have fun. And that seems to be like, what gets you noticed. It seems to be the thing that gets you asked back. And it seems to be the one that really at the end, when you're honorable and truthful, I know the opposition. I've been warned, but I'm not going to be the one that wants to deal with it. God forbid that. Um, please understand. And as I'm sharing really from my heart, my desire to give you comedy relief in your most hectic season in life. And um, I really want to say thank you to Kim Long Dao as well from Prestigious Image Powerhouse. As part of it is maybe I'm helping too many people, but I do want to say thank you for really considering again. But then the staff seems to be full, but that's no excuse for my brand, myself, or Mark Shin to take ownership. And that's what I hope that, you young folks that are working in this industry to really push your brand, those red carpets, all those, sky bar events and, this bell and not bell. It's sort of, you know, it's all worth it. As long as you have fun and don't matter, just, you know, be true to yourself. Stop making up stuff. And I promise you, we'll see each other again. Stay tuned. Hey, what do you mean? Okay.